Intern and Jay Stevens, watching documentaries so you don't have to. 104.7 The Cave.
104.7 The Cave, Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens. We're back. It's Dark Side of the Stream. This is episode 245. You sure about that, Tyler?
Pretty sure.
He's checking the scale.
We'll find out. We're going to say it's 245, but if it happens to be 246, which I'm kind of feeling like it is.
Blame Tyler, the news
maybe,
director.
We might change it in the middle of recording, but right now we think it's 245. It could be 246. I don't know. We're going to trust Tyler until he either gives me the thumbs up or thumbs down. This week was my pick. It's a documentary on Netflix that discusses The Biggest Loser. Was it Fit for Life or something like that? Fit for TV.
Fit for TV
is the name of the title. And I never. Do you ever watch that show? Did you?
I didn't, but I'm familiar with it.
I know, but I just like I don't want to sit here and dog like reality TV for the next hour because obviously there are some things that I love. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, so I was a big watcher of the real world, at least through the first like 4 seasons, maybe 3 or 4 seasons. After that, I didn't have time for it. But early on when I was a kid, I loved that stuff. It was awesome. Really? I thought like, oh, this is what life's going to be like for me when I get out. It's kind of like watching Saved by the Bell and thinking that's what high school is going to be like. Anyway, but I never got into like, I was in a big, America's Got Talent, the singer one.
I watched a couple of
American Idol.
Seasons.
I never really cared. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. But I know a lot of people that love that stuff, like the Hell's Kitchen and Biggest Loser, and the America's Next Top Model,
Love Island, and all these new
all
ones.
That
Jordan
stuff.
Loves those new
loves
ones.
them, and it's just not my thing.
Me neither.
But definitely, health is. And a number of years ago, I obviously gave up a bunch of sugar, lost a lot of weight, stopped drinking beer. So I know a lot about what it takes, and you do too, to either maintain or lose weight, and then,
a lot of work.
And then keep it off. And we'll get into that stuff later. But the idea of this show, especially in a country where obesity is a large problem, pardon the pun, it's a pretty good idea.
That was a good pun.
Right?
Yeah. It was a good idea. Win some money to lose some weight. I think a lot of people would probably be motivated to do that. And
also, you're getting, supposedly, you would think, the help of trainers, doctors, that would help you on your journey.
Sounds like a deal.
Because when it comes to losing weight, whatever you're doing, you also need to be very careful about, you can't starve yourself. You need to make sure you're getting the right, protein amounts and vitamins and all the things, even carbs at a certain point.
Yep.
Those things are important. And if you don't do those things and you throw your body out of whack, you could be doing a lot more damage than you are actually helping yourself.
Yes.
And we're going to get into this and what that entailed as we dive into Fit for TV on this episode of Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens. We're back in the studio. It's Dark Side of the Stream, episode 245. And yes, you heard that right. It is 245.
We were correct.
Magic Tyler was right on the money. This week we did Fit for TV, the documentary on The Biggest Loser on Netflix. Now, as we were saying as we got into the last segment, when it comes to losing weight, it is, a very important thing to do. Eating right, doing the things that you need to do, exercising, all that stuff is important. When it comes to losing a massive amount of weight, you need to be careful and really talk to your doctor. And again, I think a lot of these contestants went in thinking that, this has got to be cleared, right? Wrong, sir.
Yeah, they kind of just went for it.
Even as first as like the first couple seasons, there were doctors that were like coming out and saying, I've actually tried to check out this regimen that they're making these contestants fit, and I tell my patients, stay the hell away from it.
Don't do this.
It's dangerous.
It was a crash course for sure. Some of them.
And
it was just go for it, man.
When you go through a weight loss journey, I mean, I think it was like 6-7 months before I really started to see anything. I didn't weigh myself for that first year. I never did. And I still don't. I only weigh myself once a year when I go to the doctor for my checkup. That's it.
I
never
weigh
do.
I weigh myself daily or every other day just to make sure that I'm right in the zone I want to be in.
But that's a good. I'm glad we brought this up because I think that's a dangerous mentality to have.
It could be.
I personally went through the thing. Wasn't because I'm happily married. I'm not looking for chicks. None of that stuff. I basically just one day bent over and was like, ugh, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I don't need that. And then obviously my best friend's a doctor, and we had talked about how dangerous sugar was and all this stuff. And so I got on a
cutting
diet.
out sugar's
That's
huge.
a huge
That's
thing.
a huge one. That's
But
the number one.
To my point, I wasn't concerned about looks or anything else. The only thing I was concerned about was how I felt, making sure that I was still around for my kids when they got older, and being able to play with my son when he's running around the park and I got to keep up with him. I can do that now, no problem. Back then, maybe not. So, like, the idea that you're losing weight just because of that number, I think that's a dangerous thing. You should do it because of how you want to feel. And like, you know this as well as I do, because we both talk about it, come in from the weekend of making bad decisions as far as, because I have a cheat day over the weekend.
Same with me.
I always feel horrible on Monday.
And it's tough to get back on the saddle. Forcing yourself to get back on the workout plan Monday is something that's super important.
And it sucks, but it's something that you literally have to do every single day. And I hate it. There's some days I'm like, this is great, I'm happy, and some days
I did not want to go to the gym at 7 this morning, but I did.
Forcing myself to. But what I'm trying to get to here is, in our discussions, like, we both have laid a groundwork of the way we live our life. For example, when someone puts a piece of cake in your face, you can't look at it and say, oh, I don't eat that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that because I'm going to get fat. I don't eat that. Yeah. Now, also, I want to preface this by saying you shouldn't not live your life. Like, you shouldn't not have rice with your meal because you feel like you're
a little piece of cake once a month or something.
Or on a Saturday.
Just don't do it every night.
Just don't make it a habit.
Yeah.
Don't go to McDonald's every
I know
week.
that piece of cake will make me feel like crap if I eat it. You know,
it's so high sodium.
And now I never used it. Was never like that before.
No.
Yeah, sodium, sugar. I can, if I do have a cheat, a little something, I know I'm gonna really feel like crap which is amazing that you feel so good without it. Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Well, and after you get to that point and you get it out of your system.
You
like the first time you have a soda again or whatever.
I haven't had a soda in years. I couldn't imagine.
But you know what I mean? Like the first time you're like, I'm going to try that. You're oh my God.
I couldn't think of doing it. No.
But the point I'm trying to get here is this. You're listening to two guys who are kind of screw-ups that at some point in their life figured out, okay, I need to be healthier. I spent a lot of time being a boozer, doing whatever, and then I can't do that anymore.
Womanizing.
When you look at this documentary and you look at all these contestants, almost all of them had one thing in common. And what was that?
They wanted to lose weight.
No. At the end of the spectrum.
Oh.
What did they all have in common? They all gained it back.
Oh, that was what I was going to bring up.
They all gained it back.
One guy after the show was like, yeah, I don't know how I gained it back. I said on the scale. I'm like, if you're losing that much weight, you can't just lose it and be like, cool, I'm done. You have to maintain and monitor.
That's the point.
Like, how do you go, oh, I gained 40 pounds. How did I do that? If I gain 1 pound, I know it.
But that's the point as I'm making is you and I have figured out a way to change our life.
You have to.
Where we eat a certain way during the week. We work out a certain amount during the week. We do the things like that we don't want to do. He's heard me say, God, I hate eating because I have to like, oh, it's chicken and broccoli tonight. Great. I'm so happy. But it is what it is. Yeah. Like I eat McDonald's every day.
This is my concern with all these people doing the Ozempic.
That's the point. Concern. Is not any of these contestants continued or built bridge or foundation to live their life consistently. Not all of them did that. There were some that continued.
I think for the
most part, there was like a quick fix, and then 6 months to 12 months after that's over,
do a crash diet.
They're back in their old habits because they didn't build that foundation, and that foundation is crucial. Same thing with the shot that everyone's on now. Some people, if it's a question of heart failure and you're like 450, 350, 400 pounds, like dude. You need something now. But like a lot of these people that are just on the chubby side or whatever, and you see it, it's like, this could be another fin in 5 to 10 years that we don't know about. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's cool. Yeah. And I'm definitely not one to tell you what to put in your body. Yeah. Also, too, like what I was saying, like if you weren't actively working out, eating right, doing all the things that you're doing to curb the weight loss, and then you're still like, you're going in, you're like, doctor, look, my calorie deficit is like I'm eating 1,400. This is what I'm eating. It's not that I'm missing meals. I'm doing protein. I'm all this stuff. But you're still hitting a wall. Sometimes your metabolism might need help.
Yeah, you might need
I can see that.
down,
But
yeah.
I think like all these people that are getting on the shot, the doctor should be okay. Show me your nutrition plan and
These
show me your
doctors
stuff.
aren't, dude. These
I
doctors
know,
are
but
just
you know
getting
that's
paid.
what a true person should do is so that they could say, okay, now I see where you have actively done this. Now let's try it. You know what I mean?
This is my concern also with like treatment centers, alcohol, drug treatment centers. I would be really surprised if any of them are like, okay, what's your diet? What's your exercise? That should be the first question they ask them when they go in there. I guarantee it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But again, if you're going to try and lose weight, going on a TV show is probably not the best way to do it. Build a foundation upon it because it could end up being all smoke and mirrors, and that's exactly what we got next. Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave. Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave. It's episode 245 discussing Fit for TV, the Biggest Loser documentary on Netflix. So, again, the show right out of the gate was hit with a bunch of controversy. You had doctors saying this isn't healthy. You had a bunch of people saying it's exploiting these people, making them feel bad about themselves.
Then you started hearing rumors of trainers were maybe take a few of these. Take a few of these.
Which
take
again,
a few of these. What are they called? The zingers. What do they used to call the stackers? Stackers.
They were like,
Stackers?
yeah, you could see them in the gas station.
Yeah, you get them in the gas
Kids would
station.
take those to stay awake.
Ephedra and stuff like that.
Crazy dude. And you got one of
Zing
a supposed health genius in Miss Michaels who's telling everyone this is the way it goes. I thought it was very telling that she didn't have any part to do with this documentary.
I thought it was too. I really liked the doctor guy. He was cool.
Bob,
whatever the guy was.
Bob, the one that
cat.
had a heart attack.
No, the main cat that was like helping. Like he was really concerned with these people's health.
Yeah, but the producers are like me.
Yeah, I know.
It's about ratings. But Bob Harper, who also I wanted to bring up, was another great example of how important being involved with the physician in this process is, because you got one of the guys, one of the hosts on this show, who is like supposedly
fit
the peak of what you should be health wise.
Boom.
Heart attack.
Yeah. That happens a lot. You see stories of guys like fit, gym, working out, and they have heart attacks. So sometimes there is some genetics must be involved.
There is,
And
but at the same time, that should also have been a cause for concern for everyone around. Like, hey, man, maybe this isn't on the up and up. Yeah. And I thought it also telling when he was talking about that, how he's like, everyone reached out to me. Former contestants, people I work with, one person didn't reach out to me. Miss Michaels, that should tell you all you need to know about that person. Even the people that I kind of don't like, if they had a heart attack, I'd still be like, dude, what do you need?
Hey, you all right? Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
What kind of garbage human being is she? But, she's out of Hollywood, and she's a trainer in that state and city, and just as well as I do.
Celebrity trainer. Hollywood.
It all floats, my
Hollywood's
friend.
all fake.
We'll be back next with our review of this docuseries on 104.7 The Cave. Jay Stevens, Mike the Intern, back in the studio one more time. It's episode 245 of Dark Side of the Stream. We did Fit for TV this week on Netflix, The Biggest Loser. I'd give it probably 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
A 2, if that.
I thought it was going to be a little bit better.
Mike definitely paid me back for this one for some of the dumpers I've given him.
It could have been one episode, man. It honestly
could have been one episode.
It was literally hearing the same thing that we basically talked about in one segment over and over and over again. It was not a good call. It's exploitive. We're still exploiting people, and now we've just moved into the whole sex industry, and that's what we're exploiting people with. And
well, I have the flip side. I have an amazing documentary for you, and it is called Unknown Number, Catfish, High School Catfish, something like that on Netflix.
Unknown Number.
Yeah, Unknown Number, Catfish, High School Catfish, something like that is the title. Incredible.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind, dude. You're gonna hate a person more than you've probably hated many people in these documentaries. Maybe Abducted in Plain Sight's the only guy that's gonna take the cake on this.
Guy, I was more mad about the family than I was about the guy.
Well, you're gonna be mad at this family
too. You hate the player, you hate the moron who keeps getting you screwed over and over and over again.
Just kid stuff, brother.
Oh, yeah. So stupid,
stuff.
man. What an idiot. Anyway.
All right, watch it.
Watch it. Unknown Number, Netflix. Watch us do this on Facebook or YouTube live every Thursday at 9 a.m. We also play it during my show at that time, Jay's show at 6 p.m. or download it as a free podcast from our 104.7 The Cave app. I'm Mike the Intern. That's Jay Stevens reminding you, we watch movies so you don't have to. It's Dark Side of the Stream on 104.7 The Cave.
With the help of Tyler.
Tyler was right.
News director Tyler.
Tyler.
He's professional now, that's why he's a
Director Lawson.
He's a director.
He's a director.
Has anyone at your other job suggested you shave the edges of that mustache about an inch? No?
Does everyone like your mustache, though? It's part of it now. I mean, we're here.